Recording in progress.
Have you ever done something where you are aware that something is off, but yet you don't check into it until later to verify that it really truly is off? Well, that's what happened today, and probably yesterday too. I am in a town in Costa Rica that I've been walking around just talking about how hot it is, like hotter than a cup of ball cheese soup. So damn hot. I'm just like sweating, standing still. And I went into town today and was feeling so faint and started like talking to myself because that's what I do. I don't understand how people don't talk to themselves. I talk to myself all the time. And I was saying something doesn't feel right. Don't push it. I was feeling quite faint. I was feeling like I needed to like lean up against some walls. And I was trying to find some cute clothes in this little beach town because I love clothes like this. This is the outfit I just purchased. And it is exactly what I was looking for and obsessed with it. It's got this top. It's got a butterfly that says, what does it say, morph, which fits me so perfectly because I'm definitely morphing right now. And I have this friend that I met when I was here last in 2020, who is like a Spanish goddess. She's beautiful. She makes me want to turn to the other side. And she's got curves in all the right places, and she's got a sexy accent, and everything's full where it needs to be full, and she's got curves where you'd want to have curves, and she's just beautiful when she wears clothes like this. And I would always ask her when we were together, where does she get all her kind of sexy, cute yoga clothes, guapa, as she would say. And so today I found this, but changing in dressing rooms, holy crap. I'm like de-skinning myself with this like pair of jeans that I've got plastered to my body because I'm so sweaty and sticky. And most of the stores had air conditioning, if not just like fans. But I tried on one outfit and was just profusely sweating in this really pequeña vestido, this like really small dressing room. And afterwards, I was like, I have to absolutely love what I'm trying on, or I'm absolutely not doing it because it is hellacious putting in the effort that's necessary to take off your clothes. And so this I loved. And it cracks me up because it's a tummy top, which makes me laugh. And my friend, my Spanish friend, my Spanish yoga friend, she is also very well endowed everywhere. And so it would be nice if I had, you know, more of a chest other than the one I'd been blessed when I was in the 5th grade with. But I still love it. I love the butterfly. I love the message morph because I'm definitely morphing. And then these pants are just so fun. I don't know if you can see them, but I kind of feel like I don't know, a pinata. So I'm very excited about this outfit. But that wasn't why I wanted to get on here and talk. I wanted to talk because it's fucking 100 degrees here. And I didn't verify that. Like I haven't looked at the weather. I've just been walking around saying, oh my God, it's so hot here. Muy caliente aquí. And just asking people, like, is this normal? Because this is just, I've never been this hot, or I haven't been this hot in this like a really, 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 really long time. And everyone I was talking to said it's never been this hot here before in their whole entire lives. Like the locals, the Ticos are all saying, no, this is not normal. And it's actually kind of scary because there's definitely some burns. You can see forests burning off in the distance and some grasses that have been burnt in lower levels. And you just know that like if any match was just dropped, like place would spark because it is so dry here. It is dry, dry, dry. And I educated my friend who drove me yesterday about the saying dry as a bone. And he thought that was funny. Dry as a huevos. I think that's how you say bones is huevos. But yeah, him and I were just kept talking about how hot it is here, like stupid hot. And yeah, today I looked and at 8 o'clock this morning, it was already 90 degrees. I had no idea. I think it said something like feels like 96. And then it made sense why I feel the way I feel. I just passed out on my bed, like spread eagle with the fan. You can see my fan above my head just spinning. And I don't know if you know that sensation. It almost like you feel sick because you're so hot. So like I'm like feeling a little nauseous and a little raw. Like I don't know if you can relate to that sensation, but almost like so hot, so nauseous, so raw that I almost feel like exposed and vulnerable. I don't know if that makes sense. Like I feel weird. And my friend Anea wants to do an episode of Life Happens Today. And I almost am contemplating not doing it because I just feel really too opened up because just how hot I've been today. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, but if it does, say something. Oh my goodness. But I don't know, there's really no point. It's more rambling and what I'm sharing. And I just like my top. I just think it's fun. Yeah, but that's it. We're all just specks of dust on this planet. Once we're gone, we're gone. Not to be a buzzkill, but we're here for a brief blink of an eye, and that's about it. I don't think I have anything else to share other than I feel sick. And there looks like there's no relief in sight. It's just hot. And I don't know if you've ever, I don't even know where I learned that saying, hot as ball cheese soup. Somebody taught it to me along my journey, and it just always made me laugh. It's just a disgusting thought. How hot it is. Oh, there was one more thing I wanted to talk about. I was talking to my spiritual mentor today about advertising and marketing and how I'm noticing that a fancy flyer or a fancy newsletter is not what's going to attract clients and people that I serve with the gifts and knowledge and talents that I have. And I brought that up to him today because I wanted to get his viewpoint on it because he's had a very successful career serving people. And what I've noticed is that I actually love the advertising and marketing. I find it very addicting. I almost find it like a rabbit hole. If I get started on it and I just start designing things, I just could spend hours doing it. It's not that I don't enjoy it. I actually do. It's just I'm kind of realizing within this baby part of my journey at the very beginning, trying to create a business because I physically cannot teach anymore because of my health, is that the fancy marketing isn't really what's going to bring the people where we're a fit to work together to me, because I'm doing a lot of it. And there's a couple thoughts I have around that, but I want to share what my spiritual mentor shared with me, which I thought was very interesting. The one he said is when he changed his thought process to not what can I get from people, but what can I give to people, and to not worry about the numbers of clients coming to you, but giving the clients that you work with the best of your services, giving as much of yourself as possible, more than they would expect, and then attracting more clients through word of mouth and referrals is what he was saying has helped him along his career. So it was more of a giving mentality and providing services and things that he was passionate about versus what can he get, the number of clients can he get, what is the like the money that he can get, all that kind of stuff. So I thought that was great. And then he also mentioned, what did he say? So there was a saying, he said something along the lines of something of like, if you don't like it, but it rhymed, I'm not going to rhyme it. If you don't like it, hire out, something like that. But it rhymes, so that's not correct. But the lines of like any tasks that you don't find passion, like you don't have passion with, or you just can't stand, find people that do enjoy it and let them do that part of your business. And I thought that was great, but I think he thought that I didn't like the advertising and marketing part of running a business, but I do. Like I actually find it very enjoyable and fun. It's just I'm noticing that a fancy newsletter, a fancy flyer is not necessarily what's going to attract clients to me. So I'm really trying to figure out ways to put myself out there more. A massive lesson for me is being seen. It's very hard for me to be seen. It's very uncomfortable to put myself out there in fear of, you name it, rejection, abandonment, conflict, all the yucky feelings that that bubble up when I think about putting myself out there. So that really is the thing, is my block. And I mean, I'm thinking about doing talks in front of like veterans, you know, how can I help groups of veterans with nervous system regulation techniques to help them with PTSD and just other different groups that I can put myself out there for. I'd like to do groups where I use my laughter yoga deck of cards that is next on my creation list, and bringing people together and just eliciting laughter with people, and then also having an educational component that talks about the physiological science that occurs when you laugh and how it is something that you should treat as a priority, not just something to do when you think something is funny, but actually prioritizing laughing because of the messages it sends to the brain that you're safe, you're good, you're healthy, and all the hormones and chemicals and feel good stuff that's released when you do laugh. So that's another thing I'm going to do. So it's not the marketing that is going to help me find the right fits for working together with people. It is the blocks within me. It's the being seen. That's one. Another one is the value. I've talked about this before. I've got like 3 or 4 different degrees. I've got a million certifications, and I've always just moved the yardstick 10 yards more out in front every time I get another certificate. It would be like, okay, well, I got this, but until I get that one, I still can't do X, Y, and Z. But the truth of the matter is, between life experience and all these trainings that I've had in all these different modalities, like I'm ready right now. It's just me getting over my internal blocks. And then lastly, I'll end with, we live in a world that is complete instant gratification. And it's been, because of technology, we think that we put in a little bit of effort, we're going to get right back consequence, positive consequence with very little effort, and that is computers. Within your professional world and in your career and creating, that is not the speed of the universe. I just need to realize that this is going to take time. People who are doing what I'm attempting to do, take years to build something that is sustainable and abundant and fruitful, bearing fruit. It's just computers have conditioned us in a way to make us believe that it should be this amazing group of people that I'm serving within 2 weeks of me doing this. And that is so unrealistic. And I'm realizing that now. It's just something that is kind of coming to me as I'm navigating this new world. It's just, it's going to take time. And that's okay. And in the meantime, I need to work on those blocks. And that's what's really, truly going to help me find the people that are going to benefit from my services is when I start believing. I actually am. I'm so close. I'm pretty much right there, you know, so I'm just about there. And their clients I've got right now, they're like filling my cup. I love working with adults. I didn't think I would love this as much since I've worked with kids so much in my life, but working with adults and helping them navigate their own, what's going on in their somatic body and their nervous system, and helping them to listen to what their body's trying to communicate in order to help them move through their own blocks, whether they're in the financial world, blocks within relationship, blocks within health, blocks within jobs, and finding courage and making leaps. That's what I love doing. And I love helping people be that catalyst for change. And the somatic world is wonderful and beautiful and isn't tapped into enough because we tend to overanalyze, overthink, overtalk, when this little piece right here is a very, very tiny piece of our body. And there is so much more that needs to be attended to. And once you start listening to that and tuning into that, building a level of awareness, then you can really start slowly at your own pace, starting to move past those blocks that are preventing you from moving on your path. Those things that you just know are just so close, but yet just a little out of reach. You start listening to what's going on inside, compassionately, kindly, with no judgment, just curiosity. And then also using what is a scientifically researched tool to balance the brain with the EMDR. It's just very powerful. And I love helping people with this because I just find it to be very fulfilling and magical when I see the shifts and transitions with the people that I'm working. So I don't know, take what you want from that, leave the rest, as they say in Al-Anon and AA. But yeah, that's it. And I'm gonna probably stay inside a lot longer than I think tomorrow, because today was almost teetering on the edge of dangerous. It was so hot. All right, take care, much love, and have a great day.